welcoming LC Davis here to the program. It's been over a year since we talked to him. He was out for a little bit with an injury. Bellator 166, Stackerville, is where the fight's going to be in Oklahoma against Marcos Galvao. First, I got to ask, your last fight obviously wasn't any good. You lost to Joe Warren, unanimous decision. But were you, now we know that you had a bad knee going into it. You had ACL surgery. You've repaired that. How much different does that fight go if your knee is just sprained as opposed to having a torn ACL?
I think the fight would be much differently. I don't like to make no excuses, but I think the biggest thing the knee did to me, it hurt me mentally. For like 3 or 4 weeks before the fight, I couldn't practice wrestling. Every time I wrestled, it felt like my knee was like giving out on me. So I basically couldn't work on the things I needed to work on to go against a world-class fighter.
Yeah.
Not taking nothing from Joe. He's good at what he does, but, when you have an injury like that, it hurt me mentally more than anything because I was trying to counter my injury by saying, "Oh, I'm ready, I'm tough, I'm ready, I can get through it." But deep down in the back of my head, I knew my body wasn't there, and so I think not more so much physically, but more mentally is what hurt me in that fight.
And so, take us to the steps. You lose the fight to Joe. Bellator had me go ahead and get my knee looked at. They found out it's an ACL tear as opposed to a sprain. How long until you have surgery?
I found out I had the ACL tear in October,
Okay.
torn ACL and MCL. I then started strengthening it up, trying to figure out who is the best surgeon to go to.
Yep.
And by the time I found the best surgeon and Bellator, squared everything away, I didn't end up having surgery till December 10th. So I had the surgery
Wow.
I had ACL reconstruction on December 10th. And so by the time I fight, it'll be close to 1 year exactly since I had surgery.
Yeah. Did you use a cadaver as a replacement, or did you use your?
No, I didn't do the cadaver, man. I heard some bad experiences from that. Rejecting the cadaver and stuff like that. I used my own patella tendon.
Yep.
So they cut a piece of my patella tendon out and repaired it there. My knee feels strong, probably better than it did before. I had no problems with it, since I got cleared early. Probably I got cleared in August, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did a lot of like prehab before I had surgery, because I had that about a month before I actually had the surgery. I just built up the strength in my leg a lot. I was doing a lot of leg exercises because I fought with the torn ACL, so I was able to strengthen it even though I knew it was torn. I was still able to do a lot of leg exercises and build up my strength before surgery. I think that helped me a lot too.
And that's the thing people don't understand it. When you get that injury, the better shape, the better in shape you are when you go in for surgery, the better it's going to be for the rehab. And so, like, you get an injury,
Right.
like, oh, I'm going to have surgery, and people tend to just sit around and do nothing. Like, I'm just going to wait.
Right.
It's like, no, you have to get up and get working. You got to be active.
Exactly. That's what I didn't do, man. I didn't like sit down and be like, "Oh man, this sucks." I was like, "Forget this, man. I'm gonna get prepared for surgery." So I went into surgery in shape, strong, prepared. It still, sucked, and it still was a long process, but I was able to, speed up the process by doing that.
Are you more concerned you had that surgery through this long rehab period? Like, do you know more? Oh, I'm getting sore. I got to back off today, or I'm starting to hit the wall. I'm going to have to go half a day today, as opposed to going, only doing 3 rounds instead of doing 5 rounds. Like, are you in tune to that now more?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It definitely, it just it's kind of like a wake up call, man. It lets you know that we're not machines and we gotta like listen to our body more. I'm getting older and yeah, I'm able to now just slow things down and be like, okay, maybe I don't need that extra round. Maybe I don't need to do a 2 a day or a 3 a day.
Right.
So I was able to, listen to my body more. Basically, hey, it's okay to take a day off. I have that wrestling mentality where it's just go, 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 go. And, now I just, decided to listen to my body more and, take time off when I need to.
You talked about mental earlier. It was your knee hurt you more mentally than it actually was the physical spot. Have you sought out any sports psychologist or done any mental training since then too?
No, I just do my own type of mental training, man. I do a lot of like positive affirmations. I'll just tell myself over and over, like, I'm gonna win this fight. I'm gonna win this fight. I'm in great shape. I'm in great shape. And if you tell yourself something a million times, you start believing it. And so I do a lot of that. I do a lot of visualization and stuff like that. But no, I don't really have like a mental coach or anything.
Yeah.
But I also pray and believe in God, so that'd probably be my mental coach. And
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I just self belief is everything. I'm a strong believer. If you believe it, you can achieve it, and so it starts with your mind.
I got to ask, we just had Thanksgiving. I know you're close to your family when you can be. Did you go have Thanksgiving dinner with your family? Were you able to spend some time?
Man, Thanksgiving sucked, man. My
Oh,
family cooks and eats like no other, man, and
and you had to watch
they
your
had
diet.
so much food, so much dessert. Like I didn't
uh,
get to touch the dessert table. What I did, man, I made me a plate. I just a little bit of everything I liked, everything I wanted. I got all my cravings out the way. I ate one plate and then I got the hell out of there. I was like, because they sit around and just graze all day, all night. So I was like, man, I can't even be around this environment. I ate one
yeah.
plate, told all my family I love you, and I gotta go. And I just eliminated myself from that temptation.
That's awesome. So, how is your weight right now?
My weight's good, man. I'm probably about 15 pounds over, but I'm about to start water loading, so I'll probably gain a little bit of weight
Yeah.
once I start knocking down these gallons of water. And but my weight's good. I never have an issue.
Are you gonna, after the fight, try to go back and revisit Thanksgiving dinner again and eat up all the desserts and all that? You're gonna like try to
Oh
treat
man.
yourself after?
For
Yeah,
sure, man. I already got like a list of places I want to go, man. Always a week after my fight, just
yeah.
gorge myself. I think everybody does, man.
Anybody that cuts a lot of weight or has spent a long time cutting weight, like a series of years cutting weight, every doesn't make a difference what the gender is, male or female. I've talked to all of them, and they all go, "Yeah, absolutely, I'm going to." Joe Warren obviously is the main event on your card as you're fighting. Well, is Thackerville. He's fighting for the title again against Dantas, and I talked to him just a little bit ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna gorge as soon as I get back. I'm gonna go back and eat whatever I want, all the stuff I had to cut back on, just for that one
Right.
week, just for 7 days, and then." But everyone's the same. Well, everyone's the same. They do it just for
Yeah,
so they can get
I'm gonna
after it.
do a week binge for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I got to ask because Joe is on the card. How do you think he's going to do in that title fight against Dantas?
You know, he's had his number before. I think Dantos is, one of the better guys in the division, outside of myself. But I think Dantos is well rounded, but his weakness is wrestling, and Joe Warren's strength is wrestling. So I think, it could be a tough matchup for Dantos, but I think Dantos pulls it out this time.
Okay, all right, fair enough. There you have it. It's LC Davis getting ready to do battle December 2nd in Thackerville on Bellator 166. LC, have fun, man. Thanks for taking some time and talking to us. Great next couple of days. I know you got to get wind down your training camp and enjoy yourself in the fight. We'll talk soon.
I will, man. Thanks for having me, Frank.